Hey guys.
We're Red Pen Films.
So as you are probably all aware by now, in February we released the biggest project that we'd ever worked on to that point.
That's right, making Greenwood was a huge undertaking, and this series is going to be going into detail a bit about how we made it.
And today we're going to be talking a little bit about pre-production. So the whole production process began actually in December of 2020, where I had decided that I was going to do a weekly lockdown video challenge. So we were filming the first one of these, and basically what it involved is getting some shots of me basically skating down a hill. And I remember as we were getting ready to film, Alfie showed up and he came to me with an idea. And it was just this one idea of this one shot of a person running as fast as he possibly could straight past a house. Now, if you've seen Greenwood, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's literally the shot that started the entire thing. And I think it goes without saying that if you haven't seen Greenwood yet, spoilers ahead, go watch it. I think you will really enjoy it. But yeah, so throughout the course of that day whilst we were filming, we basically were just bouncing ideas off each other, and we came up with our four main characters: Jay, Dan, Tyler, and Mia. So we knew we wanted Jay and Dan to be best friends, and we wanted Mia to be this like middle ground where Jay really likes her and Dan really hates her, which causes this split between the two. And then Alfie kind of came up with the idea of Tyler and said, what if he's actually gay? Which is kind of game changing. Like, obviously it's the big plot twist of Greenwood, and if you watch Greenwood for a second time, you can kind of see it in his character, like the decisions that he makes, the things he says is kind of all informed by that.
So we used an app called Millernote to write pretty much all of the film. In Millernote we were able to create boards and notes and all sorts of things and be able to collaborate and share that with each other. We would spend multiple nights writing down all the different ideas we had, building out the characters and the world before even starting on the story. Once we'd got all those basic ideas, we were able to just start mapping out a very vague plan of what the story was going to look like. And once we'd written those notes, it meant that we could break down each act and then each scene, which made writing the script so much easier because we had the entire plot in front of us. All we had to do was just flesh it out a bit and add some dialogue. So yeah, Millernote was definitely very, very helpful towards us creating Greenwood, and to be honest, we wouldn't have really been able to do it without it.
And next comes writing the script. Now, this was a fun one because I have actually not had a huge amount of experience doing script writing before this. And as we got going with it, we realized quickly that it wasn't going to be as daunting as I thought it was going to be. And that's because we did so much prep before that. The volume of stuff that we had to reference from our scene breakdown and our act notes was just immense. But the only thing was, and this is the case whenever Alfie and I seem to write or do anything, is that we get heavily sidetracked.
This is all we do.
Pretty much is.
We don't write scripts, we write this.
You know what, actually that's probably why Greenwood took so long to make. I say probably, it is. And I remember when we finished writing it, we had just gone to this like new Costa that was built, and then we kind of did it. And there's actually a photo of this on the Red Pen Instagram, which you should go follow. And it was a really great moment because we were like, wow, this is like so exciting. We've got this script, we finished writing it, we can now like do Greenwood.
It's just gonna cut to black and then the credits are gonna start.
Damn, we did it! We've done it.
Greenwood. I've written the script. It's finished the script.
That was a solid connection as well.
That was so good.
Because Greenwood was really the first thing we'd done, we were still really unknown at the time. We were very lucky in the fact that we had people who could actually act, but you know, a lot of people in that situation, and we've had to do it before, will just get their friends to act, and often, you know, you don't get the performance that you want. But thankfully we had people who were actually actors who were able to come in and do the film for us.
So yeah, we put a ton of work into Greenwood before the camera ever even hit record. I know that we've learnt so much positive stuff from writing the film that Alfie took on to write No Matter What with, and that we're both taking on to write everything that has to come for Red Pen Films. Just the idea of knowing that you're developing out a story and you're making characters was really exciting. And it was cool to learn how to keep the story consistent and kind of feel like the characters aren't just characters but they're people.
So next time we're going to talk about the big one, production. But we hope that this has given you a really good insight into what we do before we ever even touch a camera. So thanks for watching.
And we'll see you next time. It's meatball time.